Hello everybody, welcome back to Ordinary Adventures. We are back at beautiful Epcot again for the Flower and Garden Festival.
In our last video, we tried to conquer the festival in a day, and it wasn't really possible. There's too many booths, too many food, too much to drink. So today is our day 2. Come with us on this adventure. Over at the HoneyBee-stro, get it? Bistro. Roasted cauliflower, honey tandoori chicken flatbread, and local wildflower honey mascarpone cheesecake. Also of note, they sell a honey peach freeze and a souvenir Spike the Bee. That's so cute. It's so hot here today at the Flower and Garden Festival. What we got here is the honey peach freeze, and we got it with some blueberry vodka. So that should add a little extra. Wow, that blueberry vodka is yummy. The peach honey freeze tastes kind of like a vanilla shake, but with hints of that honey and peach. I like this a lot.
This, I think I'd give a 5. 5 out of 5. This is really, really delicious. It's so super tiny though. I mean, I get that you get smaller portions for these type of festivals, but I could drink like a full-size one of these.
A 5 out of 5 Peters, which means it gets an Ordinary Adventure star. I'm looking at this bees by the number sign. I didn't know this, but one honeybee produces 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime. That seems like so little until you realize that there's 55,000 number of bees in a beehive.
You're drinking multiple bees worth of honey in that little tiny drink. How do you feel about yourself right now?
Hey, I'm sure those honeybees lived a long, happy life to produce this honey peach freeze with alcohol. I'm sure that was their goal.
We also got the honey tandoori chicken flatbread. This is white cheddar cheese, charred vegetables, clover honey sour cream, and micro citrus greens. Sounds rather intriguing. Wow, this is so flavorful. Like when I read tandoori, I was thinking of like Indian spices, and it's not really that, but I will say there's strong bell pepper flavor. The chicken is very tender and nice. It's not too cheesy. I'm having a hard time describing it, but I like it a lot, and it probably gets a 4 out of 5.
I really like the clover honey sour cream on top. This for me would probably be a 3.5 out of 5.
Bees! Do I look like a bee? Or what am I supposed to look like?
It's supposed to be a flower.
Oh. I don't know what flowers do. I think one of the coolest things at this festival is they have a butterfly house. It's called the Goodness Gardens Butterfly House. Butterflies kind of scare me, but I love them at the same time, so let's go ahead and go on inside.
Why do butterflies scare you?
I don't know, all insects scare me. I feel like they're very beautiful, but like if they get too close.
Are you afraid of ladybugs?
No, just, I don't know, butterflies are bigger. But I'll conquer my fears if we could get one to land on me, so let's see if we can make that happen. That's what scares me. Those big ones, they were just like fighting with each other. Like, what if that came like in my hair or something?
It would ruin your hair.
My hair is already ruined. I hate to break it to you. Come to me, butterflies. don't know if this is a good spot for it. I'm here, butterflies.
This is wonderful, but it's super hot inside here.
Yeah, I feel like it's even more like humid in here because I think like their environment, it needs to be even warmer. So I think we've seen all we need to see. Unfortunately, none of them would come to me, even though I was like, come to me, my butterflies. And they just were like, it's fine.
You're apparently not the butterfly queen.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm okay with that.
They sell 3 kinds of flavored popcorn here in Epcot. Why don't we have that in Disneyland? What the heck?
What the heck? Why is everything better at Disney World?
I hope they never get rid of the waterfall. It's the only waterfall in the world that goes up.
At the Flavorful Kitchen, they have grilled baby vegetables, seared salmon, strawberry mousse. After looking at this menu, I think we're gonna go ahead and skip this booth and see what the next one has.
Over at the Pineapple Promenade, they have a spicy hot dog with pineapple chutney. They have mixed berry buttermilk cake and the famous frozen violet lemonade.
I am gonna try the frozen violet lemonade. This is an iconic drink, and when you think of the Flower and Garden Festival, you think of this drink. I've never tried it, and I want to see if it lives up to the hype that people claim that it's so delicious. I don't even know what violet tastes like, but it's a violet lemonade. Does violet have a flavor?
I think violet's a color.
Okay. Well, it looks pretty. I understand the hype. It's pretty good. It tastes almost like a pink lemonade or like a strawberry, some kind of fruit lemonade. I guess violet does have a flavor, and this is what it tastes like. Oh yeah, this is freaking fantastic. It's very sweet, so I am glad that they just give you like a little tiny cup of it. 5 out of 5. I mean, come on, it's iconic. It lives up to the hype. It is very delicious.
Oh yeah, it's very sweet and sour, very tart. I can definitely see the hype around this. 5 out of 5, that means an ordinary adventure star for the violet lemonade, a classic.
I have one final thought on this. Are you supposed to eat the flower?
I think so.
Okay. Don't recommend eating the flower. Yeah, don't eat the flower. It's just for decoration.
Next up, I got the spicy hot dog with pineapple chutney and plantain chips. And it's funny because when I was reading this off the menu and it said plantain chips, I thought the plantain chips were gonna be on the side, but no, it's right on top there. So it's kind of like when you put potato chips on a hot dog, but they're putting plantain chips. I'm very interested to try this, as you know I love spicy stuff. The hot dog, just a little bit spicy. The pineapple chutney gives it a sweet taste, and the plantain chips gives it a crunch. This is another winner. I mean, I didn't think I was gonna be praising a hot dog, but almost everything here at the Flower and Garden Festival is exceptional. There's very few losers. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 Peters.
Yum.
I'm interested to see what you think. Oh, by the way, that spice is sticking around.
Ooh.
I don't want to say it's like hot, but it's like it's some staying power.
I'm not sharing with you. I'm sorry. This is mine. He keeps like asking me for foods. He's cute, but he's a little needy. This is like a generous portion too, I think. I don't know. I was expecting it to be like a little baby hot dog. Might sound a little strange, but the flavor of the hot dog and the pineapple remind me of a Hawaiian pizza. I don't have much more to add than what Peter said. This definitely gets a 5 out of 5. Gets an ordinary adventure star. And I guess you could try a little bit. It might be too spicy for you, but. Unfortunately for us, this booth is closed. It's been closed the past few days. They're not sure when it's gonna open. Everything actually sounds really delicious, but it's okay. We're eating so much other stuff that if we gotta cut one out, it's fine.
At Refreshment Port, they have a traditional poutine, fried green tomatoes, and a popsicle trio.
We got a trio of 3 popsicles, and the flavors are honeydew melon, raspberry mint, and a coconut lime. They're so picturesque. They're like already starting to melt because it's so hot out. Which one should I try first? I'll try the melon. Is this the best popsicle I've ever had? Oh yeah, that's delicious. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's good too. Which one's gonna win? All three of these are so good. 5 out of 5, no question. My favorite, I think, is this one, the coconut lime.
The honeydew tastes exactly like honeydew. My dad used to get honeydew melon all the time as a kid, and it brings me back to my childhood. Wow, these are like melting.
I know. It's like soup at this point.
The raspberry is very good. We had a bunch of ordinary adventurers stop while we had these, so they ended up melting, but it's fine. It's all like a puddle right now. But coconut lime is definitely my favorite. It's a 5 out of 5 Peters, which gives it an ordinary adventure star, which I feel like we're handing out like candy. And I hate to say that we're like hyperbolic, because I feel like I'm more critical on things, but there's been some really good stuff at this festival, guys.
Trying a little experiment. Stir them all together and take a bite. The best that I can. And by take a bite, I mean like scoop it up like that. I don't even like really want these. I'm not like a big popsicle person, but you guys, do not sleep on these. These are amazing. Next up is the Fleur de Lys booth in France. We have the Tarte aux Oignons Caramélisés et Crevière. I'm sorry. Cagnard Confit et l'Orange. Tarte Tropezienne Coulis Framboise. An eclair. Chocolate. There, I did it. Don't know how to pronounce it. We got the Tarte Tropezienne Coulis Flamboise. It's a brioche cake filled with a light pastry cream and served with raspberry coulis. I am so sorry to all the French people out there. I'm actually part French, and I do apologize to my people. I think we made the right decision getting this one. This is so delicious. Not too sweet, just the right amount. It definitely tastes like a fresh pastry, like right out of the oven. This sugar or whatever is on top is so delicious.
That's not salt. It's like sugar.
Yeah. Did I say salt?
No, I just imagined it was like salty.
I think it's sugar. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's very good. And this little raspberry dipping sauce like makes it perfect. I think it's like a 4 out of 5. It's not like mind-blowing, but it's very good. I'm not sharing it with you. This is all mine.
I'm trying to get the thumbnail for the video. Stand over there. Okay, you just gotta stand still for 1 minute so that the photochemicals capture your image. Ready? And now.
At the Florida Fresh booth, they have Carne Asada, spicy blackened shrimp and cheddar cheese grits, a key lime tart, and a watermelon cucumber slushy with and without alcohol.
Display of flowers at the Florida Fresh booth. There's a bunch of greenery coming out of trash cans. What are they trying to say about Florida? What is going on here? We got the watermelon cucumber slush, and I gotta admit, this is one of the things I was most excited about trying here. They do serve it with alcohol, but I think they serve it with gin. But we've been drinking a lot on this trip, so decided to stay to the just normal one on this. Watermelon taste is strong, almost like a candied watermelon, and then the end hits you with that cucumber. It's very refreshing on a hot day like today. Give this like a 4 out of 5 Peters. This is a very refreshing slush.
This is already melted. Keep saying that. It's like a trend on this trip. I'm like, it's melted already. Oh, this is good. I was worried about that cucumber because I just wanted straight up watermelon. 4 out of 5 as well.
To eat, we got the Carne Asada. This comes with black bean cake and cilantro lime cream. Some of you may be wondering what is the difference between Carne Asada and Carne Asada. And they're actually very different. Both are made with beef, but the resemblance ends there. Carne Asada is a beef stew made from beef chunk or round that is slowly cooked at low heat until tender. So this is gonna be my first time trying Carne Asada. There's the beef, the Carne Asada beef, and then there's the black bean cake on the bottom. You know when you have a good taco and the meat is just so well marinated? It tastes like the meat from one of the best tacos you've ever had. I'm turning into Kitcher here. I'm giving everything 5s. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 Peters, but I think it's worth it.
This is really, really delicious. It's not at all like what I was expecting, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna give this a 5. This gets an ordinary adventure star. Giving a lot of those stars out today, but I swear, take our word for it. This is really, really good.
Next up is the Taste of Marrakesh. Here you can get harissa chicken kebabs, fried cauliflower, or walnut honey baklava. So we got the fried cauliflower, and this comes with capers, garlic parsley, and chili ranch sauce. It has like a spicy kick to it at the end. I don't want to say real spicy, but theme park spicy. Earlier today we got some stuff that wasn't that spicy. This is a little bit spicy, and it's amazing how much frying healthy vegetables can make vegetables that normally wouldn't taste amazing. I love the sauce. The cauliflower is very tender. The breading is very thin. It's almost like tempura style. I like this a lot. I think I would give this I want to say a 4.5 out of 5 Peters.
Wow.
I almost want to say 5, but it's cauliflower. Should I give cauliflower a 5? Let's see what you think. Is it a 5? See what I mean?
There's that spice. Ooh, this gets a 5 just for that spice.
You know, I'm going to change mine to 5. So what does that mean?
That means, you guys know what that means. That means it gets an ordinary adventure star. The problem is so many people in the comments were on Peter's side about this that now it's a thing. Your guys' fault. But this is really, really good. If you're looking for that spice, you're gonna find it in this dish. This is delicious.
I feel like I'm a topiary snob because I don't like these ones that are just like a statue with moss growing on them. I feel like they need to be real grown things.
I can appreciate both, but I see where you're coming from. I was actually just thinking, I thought this Tinkerbell one was kind of cute, and there's little fairy houses all around. But I do think I prefer the more natural looking ones.
These ones look better, but they're not. It's not the real thing. It's fake.
Where she got no better, she turned to see the green. I fed her cake and candy, fat pork and kerosene, casserole and sugar of candy. I will pure oil on her face, and I said she'd be dandy when we reach his harbor grace.
Over by the Canada Pavilion is the Northern Bloom, and here you can get the seared scallops, the beef tenderloin tips, griddled maple pound cake, and even a maple popcorn shake. That sounds interesting.
All of the food from this booth actually looked really good, but we were in the mood for dessert, so we got the maple griddled pound cake served with warm peach compote, sweet corn gelato with maple syrup. Corn gelato? I don't think I realized that when we ordered it. That sounds definitely very unique. Try to get a bite with everything. It looks like it even has some caramel corn or maple corn on top. This might be one of the best things that we've had all day. The maple flavors mixed with the corn gelato. Who knew that was a combination that I needed in my life? I'm so happy we got this. Good job, Peter. He was the one who suggested getting this. This is really, really good. Oh my God.
How many catch us?
This gets a 5 out of 5. And it's a big, hefty portion too. Peter, you gotta try it.
Okay. Wow, you weren't kidding when you said it was a hefty portion. It's pretty heavy here. I think I got the perfect bite here. Wow. It tastes like a pancake covered with maple syrup with some peach cobbler piled on top, sweet corn taste. I mean, it's everything that you in the list of ingredients, but it's awesome. This is a 5 out of 5 Peters. This is one of the best things I've had today. We've had a lot of food today. My stomach can barely fit anymore, but I want more of this. Get this. Guys, this is so good. So good. Okay, so this one I'm not really sure about, but it sounded so interesting I had to try it. This is a maple popcorn shake, and it has the addition of Tap 357 maple rye whiskey. So it's an alcoholic shake, an adult shake. Here we go. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but there's like little bits of that maple bacon or maple popcorn on top. This tastes kind of like Kahlua. Pieces of popcorn on top adds a crunch that you don't expect. 3.5 out of 5 because it is a little much. It's a little strong, and it's not just alcohol, but it's also strong in its sweetness. It's bold. I'm interested to hear what you think because I think it might be a little too much for you.
This tastes like eggnog.
Yeah, eggnog mixed with Coulis.
You could definitely taste the alcohol. It literally just tastes like an eggnog with maple. I don't know. Does that make sense? A little goes a long way, and Peter, you could finish it. 2.5. 2.5 out of 5.
Is there anything cooler than Spaceship Earth at night? I don't even think it's a nostalgia thing. I think it just looks futuristic and cool.
Ready to go on the best ride ever? That's right. Living with the Land. I've been waiting all day for this. I'm not even being ironic. I love this ride. There's only a 5-minute wait, and there's literally, it doesn't even look like it's 5 minutes. We could just go on it again and again and again if we wanted to. Do you want to do that, Peter?
Listen, I like Living with the Land. I'm a fan of Living with the Land, but there's only so much awesomeness you can experience in a row. Like, this is not like a roller coaster. This needs to be savored.
Thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways.
Are you just filming me this way?
Even the flower
This is
petals
beautiful.
are edible.
What is a better ride to go on during Flower and Garden Festival? Look at these flowers.
Are 3 of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop.
That was great. I like it because every time you see different plants, it's never the same.
I don't know. I think I've seen the same plants over and over again.
Whatever.
We tried a lot of things at this year's Flower and Garden Festival. We tried 24 different items. Here are my favorites. For food, I really like the chicken chilaquiles at Jardin de Fiestas. I also really like the grilled street corn. It had the garlic stuff on it from Trowels and Trellis. We had those at the beginning of the festival, and I just can't stop thinking about them. And I like the spicy hot dog from Pineapple Promenade. And I also like the griddled maple pound cake over at Northern Bloom. For drinks, I like the violet lemonade at Pineapple Promenade. I like the honey peach freeze with the blueberry vodka over at the HoneyBee-stro.
I'm actually kind of surprised because usually when we do the ratings at the end of these festivals, we're a little bit different, but we have a few of the same ones on our list. I also really loved the chilaquiles at the Jardin de Fiestas. That was one of the first items we tried, and it was so good, guys. Trust me, get that. I also liked the grilled street corn. That was like some of the best street corn that I've ever had. Like you mentioned, that sauce, oh my gosh, amazing. I also really enjoyed those popsicles, the popsicle trio. Those were some of the best popsicles that I've ever had. Every single flavor was delicious. And as for drinks, I liked the timeout drink that we got over at the Lotus House. It was so peachy and delicious. And I also really liked that frozen Italian margarita that we got in Italy. That one took me by surprise. If you enjoyed today's foodie adventure and you'd like to see more videos where we went to other food festivals, go ahead and check it out right over there.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next adventure.